Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to unpack a massive market move today that has completely caught the attention of institutional and retail investors alike. Recently, Supriya Lifescience, which is an Indian pharmaceutical manufacturer, saw its stock price surge by a staggering 20%. But a sudden green candle on a chart doesn't just happen in a vacuum. It's usually the result of a powerful collision between technical momentum and actual underlying business fundamentals. So today, we're going to decode exactly what's driving this surge. We'll objectively break down the numbers, the business model, and the big macroeconomic forces at play here.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today's Explainer. We'll start with 1, the technical breakout. Then 2, the business of APIs. 3, by the numbers. 4, sector tailwinds. 5, risks and headwinds. And we will wrap it all up with 6, the bull versus bear case.
Section 1. The technical breakout.
Okay, so you literally cannot miss that explosive 20% green candle on the right side of the chart. But what's truly fascinating is the structure that actually preceded it. We're looking at a textbook 28-week cup pattern here. For over half a year, the stock underwent this rounded accumulation phase, basically shaking out weak hands and building a really strong base. And when it finally broke through the resistance line, it didn't just inch past it, it completely shattered it with massive volume. We're talking 6.73 million shares traded during the breakout. That is nearly 6 times its historical average of 1.14 million. In technical analysis, price movement is the claim, but volume is the proof. And this volume spike strongly validates the breakout.
Section 2. The business of APIs. So fundamentally, Supriya Lifesciences is an API manufacturer. Now, API stands for Active Pharmaceutical Ingredient. To put it in plain English, an API is the actual active chemical ingredient inside a medicine that makes it work. They aren't selling branded pills directly to patients in a pharmacy. Instead, they're the vital supplier of the core medicinal chemicals to the global pharma companies that do sell those pills. This comparison brilliantly illustrates the concept. Just think about a common painkiller you might buy over the counter, like Crocin or Tylenol. That's the finished medicine, right? The branded, packaged product on the shelf. But the ingredient inside that actually reduces your fever or cures your headache, that's paracetamol. Paracetamol is the API, and Supriya Lifescience actually focuses on manufacturing over 38 different APIs across a bunch of therapeutic segments, everything from antihistamines and antiallergics to vitamins and anesthetics.
And here's a key takeaway. Supriya is not just a domestic player. They are an absolute export powerhouse reaching around 86 countries. An impressive 38% of their distribution goes to highly regulated markets in Europe. Another 33% goes to Asia, excluding India, and 21% goes to Latin America. This export-led model is a huge competitive advantage for them. It brings in really valuable foreign dollar earnings and deeply diversifies their customer base, which protects them from sudden fluctuations in any single regional market.
Section 3. By the numbers. 0. I just want to let that number sink in for a second. 0. When you're looking at manufacturing companies, especially in capital-intensive sectors like pharmaceuticals, debt is usually this heavy burden. But Supriya Lifesciences' long-term debt-to-equity ratio has been effectively reduced to 0. They are a debt-free company. This means lower interest costs eating into their profits, superior cash generation, and a highly resilient balance sheet that lets them weather industry downturns way better than their leveraged competitors.
Building on that pristine balance sheet, let's look at their efficiency and profitability. Their return on capital employed, or ROCE, stands at an incredibly robust 24.3%. Generally, anything above 15% is considered strong, so this indicates excellent, highly efficient capital allocation by their management. Furthermore, the operating profit margin, or OPM, is sitting at 35.52%. Operating margins in the mid-30s are absolutely exceptional for a pharma manufacturer. It points toward a really successful shift into higher-margin specialty APIs rather than just churning out basic commodity chemicals.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how those margins translated into their latest quarterly results, because this is the fundamental catalyst that literally set the technical chart on fire. For Q4 of FY26, Supriya posted a staggering 50.2% year-over-year growth in sales. Now, top-line growth is great, but did it trickle down? Absolutely. Their net profit grew by an equally impressive 47.33% year-over-year. Delivering 50% revenue growth alongside nearly 50% profit growth, that's the definition of a blockbuster quarter, proving that their operations are scaling incredibly efficiently.
Section 4. Sector tailwinds.
So, the most dominant theme in global manufacturing right now is the China Plus One strategy. Historically, China completely dominated global API manufacturing. However, the COVID-19 pandemic severely exposed the massive risks of relying on just a single country for the world's medicinal supply chain. In response to that, governments and global pharma giants started aggressively diversifying their sourcing. They aren't leaving China entirely, but they are adding a plus one to their supply chains. India, with its deep pharmaceutical expertise and manufacturing capacity, has emerged as the biggest beneficiary of this shift, and that brings new contracts and long-term supply agreements directly to companies like Supriya.
Beyond the whole supply chain restructuring, there's just a simple, undeniable demographic reality driving this sector. The global population is aging rapidly, and that leads to a natural rise in chronic diseases and overall healthcare spending. This essentially guarantees a long-term, structural runway for API demand. Plus, there's an industry-wide shift towards specialty APIs. These are complex ingredients used in treatments like oncology or specialized antihistamines. Supriya is strategically moving its portfolio toward these specialty products, which of course command much higher margins than basic commodity ingredients.
Section 5. Risks and Headwinds.
Okay, so the first critical question we really have to ask is about valuation. With that recent 20% surge we talked about, the market is aggressively pricing in all this strong growth. Supriya is currently trading at a price-to-earnings, or PE ratio, in the high 30s. While they do boast that debt-free status and strong margins, a premium valuation means the margin for error is razor-thin. If their future earnings fail to meet these sky-high expectations, the stock could face some severe multiple contraction.
And looking at the broader sector, we definitely have to acknowledge the harsh realities of the API business. First, despite the whole China Plus One narrative for finished APIs, Indian manufacturers still rely heavily on China for base chemical intermediates. That exposes them to raw material price volatility. Second, Chinese manufacturers are notoriously aggressive on pricing, which can lead to oversupply and cyclical margin compression. And finally, regulatory risk is a constant shadow in this space. To export to 86 countries, Supriya has to maintain flawless compliance with agencies like the US FDA and the WHO. A single failed inspection can halt exports and literally devastate revenues overnight.
Section 6. The bull versus bear case.
So the crucial point is this. The bull thesis is built on an incredibly strong fundamental foundation. You've got a completely debt-free company generating operating profit margins north of 33%. They literally just delivered a blockbuster quarter with 50% year-over-year revenue growth. Their export engine is firing on all cylinders across highly regulated global markets, capturing really valuable dollar earnings. And behind the scenes, institutional ownership is quietly improving, which signals smart money confidence, all while the technical chart displays that massive, high-volume pattern breakout.
But we have to immediately counterbalance that with the cautious perspective. The bear thesis argues that the absolute best news is already in the rearview mirror and is fully priced into the stock. At a PE in the high 30s, the valuation is undeniably rich. Furthermore, while the technical breakout is super strong, that massive surge has pushed the Relative Strength Index, or RSI, to a scorching 79. That indicates the stock is technically overbought in the short term and definitely prone to a pullback. Finally, bears point to the persistent cyclical nature of the API industry, where aggressive Chinese pricing competition and raw material inflation can suddenly compress those beautiful 33% margins.
Which brings us to the ultimate question that you have to answer for yourself. With a massive technical breakout, a pristine debt-free balance sheet, and a powerful structural tailwind in the China Plus One shift, can Supriya Lifescience actually continue to outpace global competition and grow into its premium valuation? Or, at these elevated levels, is the absolute best-case scenario already entirely priced in? It's a fascinating setup where spectacular fundamentals meet steep expectations. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the data, and keep learning.